What's up, humans? So today is a big day. It's my maiden voyage on my new Phoenix 819. I'm here in Alton Bay, New Hampshire. I'm going to be running on Lake Winnipesaukee today, and going to dedicate some time to properly breaking in my Mercury ProXS. It's my first Merc, not my first experience with one. Matt and Colin both run a Merc, so I'm happy to be part of the Mercury family. There's about a 2 to 4 hour break-in process with these engines. The first hour is critical, and the next 3 are a little bit more lax, but you definitely want to make sure that you break in your engine properly for a lifetime of good performance and reliability on your engine. So I'm going to go through the break-in process today. It's fairly simple. However, if overlooked, you might run into some issues down the road, performance-wise and reliability-wise. So basically, the way that it goes, the first stage is letting the engine warm up no longer than 60 seconds. So you want to let the engine warm up for about 30 to 60 seconds. After that, you can idle out of your launching area for no longer than 5 minutes. And this is all based off of the engine manual. Then after that, you have 1 hour of running time. And what you want to do is you want to vary your engine RPM from anywhere between 4,000 and 5,400 with changing speeds about every 10 minutes. So over the course of a general tournament day or fun fishing day or whatever, you're probably going to do that anyway, but this is just something that you want to focus on. You want to allow this engine to run at all variations and all temperatures to properly break her in. One thing to make note of too, you want to make sure that you drop your jack plate all the way down, and you want to keep your trim as far down as you can. You don't want to trim above that vertical point. So that's pretty much halfway. So you want to stay trimmed down as much as you can. So not only is this a good time to break in the engine, but it's a good time if you're getting into a new boat like I am to learn how your boat operates, learn how it runs. I've never run a hot foot in my boat before. I do have a hot foot down there, and I also have blinker trim for the first time, so I'm pretty psyched about all that. And it's going to help me out today because I'm on big water and it might be a little choppy out there. So stay tuned. I'm gonna splash this rig, and we're gonna get going. So stay tuned. All right, so I'm out here. The Phoenix is floating. I just checked all the fittings down in the bilge, just made sure that nothing's leaking. Not that I thought there would be any problems, but it's definitely a good thing to check. Check your live wells, check everything, especially because I'm going to be out on a big lake today. I want to make sure everything is legit before I get out there. I haven't fired up the engine yet. I'm still just getting acclimated to the new boat and making sure that my electronics are working right, trolling motor. So I'm ready to start up here. I got to go back to the ramp because in my haste and excitement this morning, I forgot my Yeti cooler, which is going to come in handy later on. So I'm going to start her up. I'm going to let her warm up for about a minute, and then I'm going to putt back to the dock, and then we'll get going. So here goes nothing. Got my main power switch on. Another thing I like about the Phoenix is everything is neat, clearly labeled and organized, and very simple yet effective. So without further ado, and there she is. So I see the water pressure looks pretty good. I am expecting there to be a lot of smoke. I believe for the first 2 hours with these ProXSs, they burn twice as much oil as they're normally going to. During that break-in process, they consume double the amount of oil to make sure everything is properly lubricated and all that stuff. So if you see a lot of smoke on your ProXS, don't be alarmed. I'm actually pretty happy with how quiet that is. I used to have an Evinrude, as some of you may know, and those E-Techs were super quiet. You know, nothing against the company. I'm probably just not going to not gonna ever go back to an Evinrude. They were just too hard to find somebody to work on them, and you know, parts were hard to find, oil was hard to find. You know, you can never go wrong with a Mercury, either a 2-stroke or a 4-stroke. This is the most popular bass boat engine ever made, so I'm pretty psyched about the whole thing. It sounds nice back there. I'm pretty fired up to get started, so I'm just going to I'm gonna go back to the dock, get my cooler, and we'll get started on our day. Okay, so got the Yeti. Can't forget lunch. I'm probably going to be out here until sunset, so gonna need water and some caffeinated beverages and my leftovers from last night. As you can see, things are underway here. As soon as I get past the floating gazebo here, I'm gonna open her up, and it'll be time to go. So I get a nice day here. It's a low 60s, 10 to 15 mile an hour winds. Alton Bay is my first day up in the lakes region so far this season, and yeah, doing pretty good. I'm gonna make some quick adjustments on my unit here, and we're gonna get going. Well, I think it's time for this bird to eat. Trimmed all the way down, and see how she does. Just gotta get past this buoy here. All right, so my first hour is pretty much complete. I am here in beautiful, scenic Wolfboro, New Hampshire. Just pulled in here, kind of chill out a little bit. I ran the heck out of this engine. I tried to keep the engine trimmed all the way down as much as I could. Sometimes it's just not possible to do that, obviously. So you start inching it up until you can actually get on a nice pad, get up on plane, so you find that sweet spot. But still, you got to keep it as low as you can. Find that happy medium. I got up to about, I don't know, 63, 64. I didn't want to go full throttle just yet. That's coming now, most likely. Pretty much now, I'm just going to continue to just run the boat. I'm going to make another long run and maybe go do some largie fishing. I'm going to look for some beds and some early bedding spots that I know of, see what the water temps are over there. But yeah, I'm just going to keep running the boat. You know, things went pretty well. Obviously, there's always a couple little hiccups. My Talon wasn't working for a minute. The fuse came loose during my run, so I just pulled that out, put it back in, and that's working fine now. But east wind is picking up. That's why I'm over here in Wolfboro. It's pretty calm. I'm gonna hug the shoreline, let her run a little bit more. I'm gonna start trimming up now, so I can really test the limitations of the speed and see if I can get close to top speed in the next hour or so. I am blown away by how nice this boat rides. I thought my Charger ran good. This thing is unbelievable. I never knew a bass boat could drive so well, honestly. And I'm not just saying that because this is the boat that I bought. I've never been on a boat that rides so nice. I'm pretty fired up. And this is only I say only, but this is a 19.8. As you can see, I mean, you got super wide deck, nice open concept here. You got plenty of room. So I'm really excited to get some rods out now and start fishing. It's been tough just driving around. Not tough, but you know what I mean. I've been itching to start fishing. This place is a gem, and it's a real blessing to be able to come up here. We're all very fortunate to have such a great resource. So anyway, thanks for watching. I love this boat. I'm pretty psyched about what's going on right now. Now maybe I can catch some fish. That'd be pretty sweet. I'm gonna be out here for a while, so thanks for watching. Thank you for all the continued support, and tight lines, keep fishing. Hey, what's up, humans? So the Merc is fully broken in. I've had her wide open. I've been just cruising around all day. Stopped at a couple spots to do some largy fishing, and ended up catching an absolute Maiden, which is probably my new personal best. My batteries were kaput in my scale after the wintertime. Amateur move, but this fish was somewhere between 6.5 and 7, which definitely solidifies my new personal best. So not only was it my first day out on the Phoenix, but I caught an absolute stud. Wasn't on video, but I got some good pictures, which I'll integrate into the video. So again, the whole, ooh, okay. There's a school of fish right there. I don't know what they are. I don't know if you can see that, but those are big fish. If those are smallies, those are big fish. Let's see if I can get up on top of them. The break-in process really isn't that involved. Warm up for a minute. Idle for 5 if you want to, or if you need to. You can go over, but you know, not a big deal. First hour, just trim down and vary from 4,000 to 5,400 RPM. And then the next hour, just vary your speeds every 10 minutes. And you know, you're supposed to do that up to and including 4 hours. But where's my talon? It's really not that hard. You know, most of it you just end up accomplishing in a day of fishing anyway. So if you got any questions about how to break in a Mercury ProXS, send us a message. But it's all, there's a million videos out there. There's a ton of information out there, and it's obviously all in your manual too. So thanks for watching. This day's gone pretty well. It's gorgeous. The wind laid down, and it's absolutely beautiful here at Lake Winnie. Thanks for watching.